Well, hey, fuckers. Happy Taco Tuesday. Friendly reminder, I will be available for private sessions today, this afternoon at 3:33 p.m. Central Time. If you want a video conference or telephone session, you do have to schedule ahead with those. And you have up until 1 hour before I log in at 3:33 to schedule a video conference or a phone. Otherwise, it's just going to be chat only, okay? Now, tap that screen, think about your person, that special person, and let's see what they have to say to you but don't have the guts. Remember, there's no hashtags on this shit. Don't make it fit. Use your discernment. If it's on your For You page, you might want to pay attention. Spirit team, what does my collective's person need to say to them? They want to know if it's over between you two. Ooh. Okay, so something they did pissed you the fuck off, and they're afraid. And they're wondering if it's completely over, if you're completely done with them. They wish they can understand you. They say they're stuck in visions of you two together. They don't want to be alone. And they say nobody understands them but you. Like, you can read this person pretty well. And they don't want to be treated like they don't want to be treated the way that you've been treating them. They don't like it. And that's why they feel like, is it over? Am I completely in the dark here? Are you telling me to kick rocks? What's going on? They don't like it. They don't like that you're pulling your energy back. They don't like that you're not talking to them. They don't like that maybe you blocked them. Maybe there's something of a blockage. Ooh. They wish they could understand you because they desire you sexually like no other. And they were hurt by you, they say. Something that happened hurt them, but they still are stuck in visions of the two of you together. They can't express themselves to you. This is why I'm doing this reading. They don't want to be alone, but they can't also, at the same time, they can't express themselves. They can't tell you they don't want to be alone. And they don't understand why they feel this way. They can't express themselves. And they don't understand. They just don't understand how you are the only person that can understand them. And nobody else in their life can really, truly get them like you. Okay, let's pull out some classic tarot for confirmation. All right. The moon. So they have a lot of repressed emotions that they're holding inside. And those emotions aren't just about true love feelings. They're about fears and hurt, pain, hurt feelings that they don't really talk about, that they suffer in silence. And they have a strong pull to you, a magnetic pull, which gives them that extreme sexual desire for you. And with the Three of Swords reversed, I feel like something did happen between you. I do feel like this person's feelings did get hurt by you. Like I said, they just didn't tell you. So it's something you either said, did, some kind of action, or something you said to them really hurt them. And I feel like they've been trying to kind of get past this heartbreak. And they're at the finish line of getting past it, but it still lingers. So it's the reason they're still like, is it over? Is it too late? I don't want to be treated that way again. I was hurt by you. They want to know why they can't express themselves, and they don't want to be alone. So why can't they express themselves? They don't want to be alone. Oh, that's easy. Okay. So Page of Wands reverse talks about someone who is rebelling, someone who's had a lot of delays with getting what they want, a lot of disappointments. And for some reason it was a disappointment with you, okay? And something hurt them. Something hurt their feelings. They can't express themselves because they're being fucking stubborn and overly controlling right now. This is the divine masculine in reversed. And the divine masculine in reverse is rigid, controlling, childish, a grade A dickhead, okay? Grumpy. Someone who doesn't take charge even though they can. Who's refusing to be the masculine they were meant to be. Now, the High Priestess is coming out, and this is a confirmation that this person, this masculine, feels that you understand them like no other. You're on their frequency in a spiritual upper level, an upper level spiritual connection. Higher level, in that spiritual higher level. Like you feel their energy. And the cool thing about this person is they also feel your energy. But they're just being so damn stubborn right now. And they don't like not being able to control the situation with you. Now, Spirit's showing me the future of this connection is victorious. Okay? I feel like with the Six of Wands, they are kind of building themselves up, trying to, get more confidence together, some courage, build that courage to come forward and let go of anything that's been repressed, any emotions that's been repressed, be liberated with what they feel, what they want, what happened before, in an open conversation. And they are planning this. They're looking ahead, planning this conversation with you. I feel like when they're looking ahead with optimism, whereas most of the time they look ahead with pessimism, right? But in this case, when they're drawn to you, that magnetic pull, that sexual desire, it's at its peak, is when they're thinking about you the most, right? And this is how they do. They just kind of look off into the distance and wait, wish, and kind of low-key planning, one day it'll happen. One day this, one day that, right? But they're still stuck on some kind of pain that was caused in their eyes by you. And with the Seven of Wands, I feel very strongly that whatever pain that you caused them had to do with obstacles in the way. Like you put obstacles for this person in the way of getting to you, right? So this person felt like a failure each time. And I feel like it pissed them off and really made them feel stuck where they just could not get what they want. And something you said or did hurt their feelings, and they're still trying to get over that. And I feel like they're using those hurt feelings that they feel that you caused as a vice to kind of talk themselves out of it. But what happens is when they do that, they cause themselves more heartache, more loss, and more disappointment. In that with comes exhaustion, right? Like they just surrender, like, you know what? This person hurt me. This isn't worth it to me. I've overcome so many obstacles. I'm so exhausted. I'm done. Over it. But at the same time, they're also very courageous and they do want to move forward and they are optimistic at the same time. It's very, very hard for them to express their feelings. I feel like they're very emotionally avoidant on a normal basis. But I feel like it's like they're expressing their feelings to themselves. With the Moon and the Seven of Wands and the Three of Swords reversed, I feel like they're starting to see their own feelings. They're starting to subconsciously and consciously understand their own feelings and why they've done what they've done, why they feel what they feel. And in a sense, I do feel like they're like going over and over and over it in their head constantly. It's like a Rolodex. Like things that happened consequences, drama, whatever happened between you two, whatever the falling out was. Now, and on the other side of the spectrum, here's you. I feel like this person views you as their empress, their queen, their equal, right? They're equal person. And you're both reversed, you and this divine masculine. So I feel you're just as exhausted with the situation as they are. You're at your wits' end just as much as they are. This has put you through an emotional roller coaster and turmoil as well. So I feel like you're still kind of like in this energy of exhaustion, no progression, pessimism, honestly. And I feel like in addition to you being pessimistic, it's causing you to feel insecure, like you're not good enough for this person. And what's crazy is they feel the same way. Their ego is bruised. They're being rigid because they didn't get their way with you. But you guys are divine counterparts. I mean, Empress and the Emperor. And there will be an opportunity for this person to come forward and offer you something of value. Even if it's, yes, you're right, I do love you, right? That's something of value to you and something of value to them. There will be an opportunity to have a new beginning when it comes to offers, right? Bona fide, significant, beneficial offers. And right now, up until this offer is made, I don't feel like this person, this masculine's getting their way. I feel like it's a constant disappointment, constant disappointment. And they're very unfulfilled with the situation, hence the rigid, being grumpy situation. And Six of Cups, this person is definitely, you know this person. This is a confirmation this person's from your past and that you do have a soul tie to this person. Spirit says that you have had past lives with this same soul. You've lived in past lives with the same soul. Oh, that makes sense. Thank you, Spirit. So Spirit showed me really quickly the past life, and this heartbreak that lingers, by the way, between you two is something that has been lingering for more than one past life. So I do feel that there is this lingering pain, betrayal, just whatever still is kind of in their soul as a reminder of the past life, because your soul does remember. And so there was something regarding a past life that happened between you that still lingers, that needs to be resolved. And Spirit's trying to help that happen. So they bring you two together with the universe and all the ways they can manipulate the universe to bring you together, and also keeps that desire strong between you. The Queen of Pentacles. I do feel like there was a third party involvement, meaning this person either in the past life or this lifetime has a wife or a spouse, man, woman, gender's not specific, that is constantly in the way of your relationship with this person. Seven of Cups reversed. Yeah, see, I feel like there's 7-7 in here. I feel like, for one, it's time. Like, divine timing is now. I feel like it's coming into, that part of your lifetime that it's time to have this intervention, okay? And this intervention is going to involve a reality check so that you can move forward, because right now you're in limbo with this person. You're in constant indecision. I feel like there's constant daydreaming about each other, about conversations with each other, conversations, things that should have been said that weren't said, things that were said that shouldn't have been said. All kinds of stuff like that's going through this person's mind. And I feel like it's also going through your mind too. Four of Pentacles. Yeah. I feel like this person's going to offer you something that is going to be an attempt to hold on to you. And Spirit saying that with angel number 777, you need to look for direct divine guidance. So Spirit is orchestrating this reunion between you two. Okay, Spirit's orchestrating the connection, the pull, the magnetic pull, the universe getting you together, because there's more to do. Now, I feel like this masculine is going to come in, going to overcome their fears, they're going to let go of some things, but not all. So they're going to offer you something very small to start out with and see how that rides, right? So you are going to hear from this person. I feel like you have heard a couple things here and there from this person. I feel like they have tried in the past. This isn't the first time. And I feel like they got shot down somehow, and it really hurt their feelings. There's the Queen of Cups. She's reversed. So I feel like this is the energy of the third party. And I do feel like right now, the two of you are very much in love with each other, but you're in disharmony and separation, so you're not being able to really express those feelings to each other. And the Four of Cups reversed, this is you having some sort of an epiphany or like clarity, right? Completing some sort of confusion and actually getting clarity for whatever that confusion is and accepting whatever is. And that was your energy. You're like, you know what? I'm done. I accept for what it is. You don't want to be with me. It's over. Blah, blah, blah. I'm moving on. And this Emperor is also kind of like mirroring you and feeling the same exact way. Like, well, you don't want me, so I guess I got to go. And with the King of Pentacles reversed, this Divine Masculine's energy is very, like I said, rigid. I feel like they're manipulative. I feel like they might be a little corrupt and very like greedy when it comes to money, and laser focused on their career. And with the star, reversed here, definitely not getting what they want. That's a third confirmation. And I also feel like there's lack of faith on their own part, lack of faith in moving forward, lack of motivation, feeling a bit uninspired to try to reach out to you simply because they feel like when they have in the past, they've got shot down or something went wrong and nothing ever came about it. And they got their feelings hurt. See the Tower reversed. This person feels very strongly that if you two do get together, it's going to be a life crash, period. Like crash, and everything around them is going to crumble, go to shit. Everything they've earned, their assets, their career, everything's going to go to shit. So they're avoiding they're avoiding that. So they avoid any kind of change or transformation in their life. But I feel like with the Tower reversed, I feel like Spirit's also showing me that there is some sort of loss that they're dealing with. And I feel like there's a lot of obstacles in the way of getting to you. So it's like they don't want things to change. They know they have to change a great deal in order to be with you. Like again, there's hoops to go through that you've kind of set your boundaries. And you know what? Don't feel bad for setting those boundaries. You had every right to set those boundaries with what he did or she did, okay? Whatever happened, I feel like you had rights to your boundaries. And don't think this person has got it all figured out, because they don't. Emotionally, they're still back and forth. They don't understand. They're not quite understanding their own feelings. They're not at peace. They're very unstable emotionally right now. And I feel like they're possibly a little reckless. So is it possible you're probably going to hear from them? Yeah, I do feel like they are. Even though they feel like they're defeated, they're to the point of exhaustion, and they just really can't, they're still holding on. They're still determined to somehow see you and get this worked out and ironed out and have some sort of resolution to any conflicts that you two have. I hope this helps. I love you.